Hey lovers, my name is Air and welcome to Pretty Positive. On this channel, we talk about beauty, tarot, the law of attraction, and all things self-care for the body and spirit. So welcome to your July mid-month check-in with me. It's going to be quick. I'm going to read 3 cards for each of the zodiac signs, and you can just click on the timestamp below if you'd like to skip ahead to your reading. So you can check your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus signs, and if you don't know these placements yet, there's also a link in the description box for the natal chart generator. Okay, so I've already meditated on your cards and we're ready to start. Okay, so for Aries, what can you tell me, Spirit, about what's coming for Aries? Thank you, and your best advice. Your advice for Aries, please. Thank you so much. Okay, so for Aries here, it does look like you are waiting for an offer to arrive for you. You have here the the 4 of Cups, you have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Lover's card, okay? So this tells me that you are waiting for an opportunity or an offer of love to come to you, and you are kind of impatient about the way that things are going right now. It's a process, okay? Remember that it's a process, that it's a journey. Like finding love is a journey here. And I do feel like it's talking about love because you have the Lover's card here to remind you that your soulmate is out there, okay? You don't have to accept less than what you know that you deserve, okay? And the Knight of Pentacles is here. It's a slow and stable energy. So if you're waiting for your soulmate or your true counterpart to arrive, please be rest assured that this person is on the way. They're just keeping it steady and slower, okay? They don't want to rush into anything. They want to make sure that they're making you a solid offer, okay? And the Lover's card here is to remind you that your divine counterpart is out there, and at the end of all this waiting, at the end of this journey, you're going to be able to come into like a meeting, a rendezvous with them, okay? So that's all I have for you today, Aries. Thank you. You can check your sun, your moon, and rising and Venus signs. Okay, so next is for Taurus. Please, Spirit, give me 3 cards for Taurus. Give me 3 cards for Taurus, please. Give me 3 cards for Taurus for your mid-month message for Taurus, please. 3 cards for the mid-month. Oh, the mid-month message for Taurus, please. Wow, okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Nice, okay. So you have here the Lovers came out for you. The Lovers, the Page of Swords, and the Empress. Okay, so this is telling me like the Empress is also your energy, Taurus, along with Libra. Gemini is also here. Gemini and Libra and Aquarius are here, so you may be dealing with these energies. This is telling me that you are probably waiting on some kind of news with regards to maybe a pregnancy of somebody close to you or your own pregnancy, right? And this it's just a message for some of you, not all of you. So yeah, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But you have here the Lover's card and the Empress, 2 major arcana here. This talks about coming into union with another person and really working on something together as counterparts, okay? There is also the Page of Swords here, which talks about a lot of good news and truth, okay? You may be receiving some news or a message in the last half of July with regards to an opportunity to bring an idea into fruition here. The Empress is all about fertility, new ideas, creativity, and things like that, right? And you might find yourself working with somebody who's completely compatible with you. So this may be in terms of career and also love. You may be it's entirely possible that you will receive a message from a person whom you feel truly compatible with, and they might desire to create something stable and a creative new endeavor with you. Okay, so look out for a message in the last half of July. Okay, Taurus? And yeah, that's all I have for you today. You can check your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs as well. Okay, next. Spirit, your mid-month message. Thank you for Gemini. Thank you. One last card, please, for Gemini. Oh, okay, so 2 came out. So Gemini has 4 cards. Okay. So Gemini, this is telling me that you are working on something that you want to have victory in, success in, right? You are probably working with another person here. You're probably collaborating with another person or a group of people towards a goal, right? And with the Page of Cups here, I do feel like there's something like a pleasant surprise that you guys can expect with regards to this project. There may be just a sweet little surprise or news or conversation, or what else is possible here. You may be hearing of good news about somebody with regards to this project. Okay, and I do feel like this project is very important to you with the sun coming out here. It's probably something that makes you really happy, or it's something that makes you feel fulfilled and what you call this, nourished on a soul level. Okay, you may also be dealing with a Leo here. You may be working with a Leo, right? And you have the 6 of Wands in the reverse, which is telling me that you are going for success here. You want to be recognized for what it is that you do. And if you are collaborating with a team, you want to be recognized for what it is that you guys do, right? And I sense some fear here. Okay, I sense that you are probably fearing some sort of failure because you're expecting success, or you are holding on to success so much that you're afraid of failure. Okay, and now Spirit is trying to say that this is something that you were meant to be on. Okay, this is something that you were meant to do. It's something that you were meant to do to shine a light on the world as we know it. Okay, it feels like a very important project. It feels like something that could change the world. Essentially, I'm seeing just bringing light into a situation. It may be a project. Really, what comes to mind is like a school project or something like that, or a study, or big project that helps a lot of people. Okay, because the 6 of Wands is also a card that represents the public, right? Being in the public eye, and the public probably benefiting from your work or judging your work or something like that. Okay, but Spirit is reminding you that success is there if you expect it. Okay, you don't have to fear failure because you're truly supported in this endeavor by Spirit and also by the people that you work with. With the 3 of Pentacles coming out here in the reverse, I do feel like there may be some friction between you and the people that you work with, but Spirit is reminding you that it's all part of the process. Okay, this friction is so much smaller compared to the purpose of the thing that you guys are creating. Okay, so I do feel like if something like this comes up, like an incompatibility or something that feels like it's not working out with another person, this may be just a bump in the road, okay? It's nothing serious, and what you're trying to achieve is definitely bigger than your perceived incompatibilities, okay? Gemini, you can check your moon, rising, and Venus signs for more messages that may be for you. All right, next is for Cancer, please. Birthday boys and girls. Some of you are still having your birthdays in the later part of the month. All right, so happy birthday, Cancers. Yeah, Spirit, your 3 cards, please, for, thank you. 3 cards for Cancer. 3 cards for Cancer. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. Oh, okay. So, Cancer, you have here the 3 of Wands in the reversed, 6 of Pentacles in the upright, and the 3 of Swords in the upright. Okay, so I remember that in your monthly reading, if you haven't seen that yet, I'll put a link up here. Okay, there was a message there about something ending, okay, and something that was meant to end. And seeing these cards here, I do feel like while you're trying to heal from it, you still may be waiting for this person to come back to you. Okay, the 3 of Wands in the reverse talks about waiting, and sort of an impatient kind of waiting, you know, like waiting for something that you're almost losing hope waiting for, okay? Like or you probably know in your heart that there's nothing to wait for in this situation anymore, but you do look back at fond memories with this person from the past, okay? I see that you are sort of looking back at your memories, at the things that you shared together, fondly even, right? There's a lot of sort of nostalgia and trying to look back at the good times together, okay? But I see that looking back at the good times only brings you heartache, okay? It just sort of pierces your heart over and over again that you're not with this person anymore. And this is exhausting, Cancer. This is exhausting. Let me just pull a card for you for advice regarding this situation. Spirit, what advice can you give to Cancer, please, with regards? Okay, perfect. Thank you. So Spirit is saying you have here the 2 of Swords in the reversed, okay? So Spirit is telling you to take off the blindfold, okay? Accept the truth the way that it is right now. You don't have to sort of sugarcoat things for yourself anymore, okay? The 2 of Swords here in the reverse talks about not wanting to make a decision, not wanting to move on, not wanting to see the facts, okay? I do feel like there are some facts that are being presented to you with regards to the situation. Maybe by looking back at the past, there may have been like things that sort of clicked into place in your mind about the way that things worked or the way that things turned out to be, and it's all making sense for you, but you don't want to see it. You want to see the good times, okay? And you feel like looking at the facts will justify the ending or the heartbreak, right? But actually what's happening here is that denying the truth is actually making you yearn more for this thing that has ended, okay? The 3 of Swords here is heartbreak, and Cancer, you don't have to keep breaking your own heart, okay? It's time to let it go. It's time to heal. All right, so yeah, that's all I have for you today, Cancer. Please check your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs for more messages. Okay, next for Leo, my fellow Leos. Happy birthday to July Leos, and to August Leos. Our birthday is coming up soon. So Spirit, what message do you have, please, for Leo? 2 more cards for Leo, please. Okay, 4 cards for Leo. Okay. Okay, sige. So Leo, it looks like you are ready to set some burdens down, okay? You have the 10 of Wands here in the reverse, which is telling me that you have been carrying this heavy weight with you, and it's keeping you from manifesting a lot of things. Okay, so you have to be careful with that, because what's active in your vibration, if in your vibration you have a lot of fear, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of confusion and hurt, okay, you are going to manifest more of this in your life. So by the 10 of Wands coming out in the reverse, it's actually time for you to set these burdens down, okay? Because you know what's happening. You have the 3 of Wands here in the reverse, the 4 of Wands in the reverse, and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So this is telling me that you're trying to manifest a new beginning, okay? With the Ace of Swords here, you may have a new idea that you're trying to formulate and also act upon, okay? But this energy may be keeping you from doing your best with regards to this situation. You also have the 3 of Wands and the 4 of Wands here coming out in the reverse, which is telling me that you're trying to manifest stability into your life. The 4 of Wands strongly talks about like the kind of stability that marriage brings into the life of two involved persons, right? And I do feel like you may be manifesting that kind of stability with somebody, whether you know this somebody or you're waiting for this kind of stability to arrive in your life, right? But you have to let go of all of the heartbreaks that you have endured, okay? It's time to cast this aside and actually turn all of this around like this, okay? With all of them coming out in the reverse like this, I do feel like there is still a blockage, and it feels like a heart chakra blockage. With the Wands energy here and the Swords, you may be wanting to communicate an idea, or may want to start a conversation with somebody about something important, a new idea or something like that, right? But fear is keeping you from doing that. You're trying to manifest both of these cards. Most especially this one is about waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for your manifestations to come in. And I do feel, Leo, like with that big Leo heart, you're ready to love somebody who's ready to settle down with you and sort of be like build this stability with you, okay? Your July reading comes to mind. It was about somebody who wasn't prepared for your love, okay? You have to let that go. You have to let go of this person that or these persons or situations that made you feel like this, okay? Because your ships are ready to come in if you just allow them to, and this stability with the other will be yours, okay, Leo? So just hang in there. I know that you have a lot of love to give. Just let go of what's hurting you and just move forward towards your manifestations, okay, Leo? That's all I have for you today. You can check your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs for more messages that may be for you. Okay, next is for Virgo. Thank you. 2 more cards for Virgo, please. 2 more cards for Virgo. The first one just came flying out. For Virgo, please. Spirit, your message, please, for Virgo. 2 more cards. Thank you. 1 more card for Virgo. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So you have here the High Priestess in the reverse, the 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. So this is telling me that you may have been denying your intuition about an opportunity or a new way to make money or create stability, financial stability in your life, okay? And as Virgos, I know that stability and groundedness are very important to you, okay? And I do feel like there may be something here like an internal blockage, also solar plexus or gut blockage here. There may be messages coming from your guides or from your intuition, okay, that you are denying. Maybe it's with regards to your career. Maybe there's a new step in your career that you should walk towards. Okay. You have here the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, which is telling me that you are impatient for the fruits of your labor to manifest itself. Okay, there may be something here about investing in something that hasn't bloomed yet, or like the return of investment hasn't arrived yet. Okay, so you may be waiting on that kind of reward, but Spirit is telling you to just wait and to keep working hard, okay? Because the Queen of Pentacles is a reminder that you are completely capable of manifesting any kind of stability that you want in your life, okay? For some of you, you have already achieved this financial and material stability in your life, and this is a reminder for you to spend it wisely, okay? To spend your pentacles, all your hard earned pentacles or like material blessings, on the things that you feel you can trust. Like talking about investments, you're being told to trust your gut about situations or people that may be inviting you for an investment, okay? So that you don't lose your Queen of Pentacles status, or somebody who's really stable and in charge of their financial and material situation. Okay, so it's just really a reminder to trust yourself and to trust that good things are coming to you. Abundance is yours. Abundance is knocking at your doorstep. Okay, so you just have to allow it in and to release the fear and go in the path that your intuition is telling you to go. Okay, so Virgo, that's all I have for you today for your mid-month. Please check your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs for more messages that may be for you. For Libra, please, Spirit, what's your message for Libra for the mid-July reading? 3 cards for Libra, please. 3 cards for Libra. 3 cards for Libra, please, Spirit. One more. 3 cards for Libra. 3 cards for... one more card for Libra. Whoa, that's too many. Sorry. One more card for Libra, please. One more card. One more card. Okay, thank you. Okay. So, Libra, you have here the World, the Eight of Eight of Swords, and the Hierophant in the reversed. Okay, so this is telling me that there may be something in your life that's coming to an end, and I feel like the reason is because there's a fundamental difference in values of like really fundamental stuff like religion or just general life outlook. Okay, so it feels like, well, A, it could be with one person, another person, or B, it could be with yourself. Maybe you're finally ready to close out a chapter in your life that you realize doesn't serve you anymore. Okay, you may be letting go of beliefs and habits, traditions that you feel don't resonate with you anymore. Okay, I feel like you're leaving like a part of your life that doesn't resonate with who you are today behind. Also, you may be leaving a person or a situation like that, dealing with another party. You may be ending a situation like that already now, and it came from a really you thought about it a lot, as Libras do. Okay, I'm a Libra myself. And I do understand, like, going back and forth in your head about whether to do it or not, or have I considered all of my options here, have I been fair, you know, all these questions that Libras ask. So you may have found yourself to be bound up in a situation or a state of mind that causes you to overthink a lot, really, to decide whether or not you want to go forth with the things that you do and the things that you believe, or do you want to graduate into another phase of life. Okay, the world card is here. It's number 21, and this is about like the end of a cycle. It's the last card in the major arcana, so it's about endings, and endings are new beginnings. All right, so you may be uh dealing with a choice like that or a situation like that in the later part of July, on the second half of July. Okay, so that's all I have for you today, Libra. You can check your moon, your rising, or your Venus signs for more messages that may be for you. Okay. Spirit, please give me your messages for Scorpio, please. Please give me, thank you. Your messages for Scorpio. Two more. Two more cards for Scorpio, please. Two more cards for Scorpio. Okay, one more card. One more card for Scorpio. One more card for Scorpio. That's too many. Just one more, please. One more for Scorpio. Okay. So you have here the Emperor, you have the Eight of Pentacles in the reversed, and the Nine of Swords in the upright, okay? So the Emperor here is telling me that you may be dealing with a situation with an authority figure, like a boss or a father or mother even, that's or a leader. Okay, you may be dealing with a situation with regards to a leader or somebody with strong Aries energy. All right, and this actually brings to my mind, like, maybe it's a work situation, to be honest. Here you have the Eight of Pentacles here in the reverse, which is telling me that you may be feeling like all your hard work is going unnoticed or unrewarded. Okay, you may be feeling like you overworked. Okay, that's the word. You may be feeling overworked and undercompensated, underrewarded. Okay, and it's an issue probably with an authority figure or like a boss. This may also talk about just somebody who's a little bit controlling, okay, and you kind of don't get along too much, because I do feel like maybe your efforts go unrecognized, or that you work really hard for, or you do your job really well. I feel like you do your job very well, and you have honed your craft to a T, right? But you're not being recognized. And with Nine of Wands here, I do feel like you have been thinking of giving up. Like, the questions in your head are like, is it worth it? Should I still stick around? You know, are there things for me to gain in this situation at all if I decide to stay? Like, look at these characters here. Okay, there's a person here who's like, I don't care, and then there's this person here like, hey, look at me, look at like my wounds, right? Like, recognize me, recognize all the hard work that I have been doing, right? So I do feel like it's sort of that kind of energy here. But it's also a reminder, okay, the Nine of Wands is the Wounded Warrior card in the tarot. It's reminding you that you may be wounded, but also that you are a warrior, okay? that we understand these high walls that you have with regards to your emotions. Of course, even if this is a situation that talks about work, it talks about like your morale as well, and you may be keeping you've been trying to keep your morale high by sort of building walls around yourself so that you can work in peace and not be disturbed by an energy that's trying to control you, or an energy that does not recognize your hard work. Okay, so the advice here is for you to keep on going, don't give up. Okay, this is a 9 and 10 is completion. Okay, so this is just telling you that you're almost there, you're almost where you want to be, right? And this is not the time to give anything up. All right, so that's all I have for you today, Scorpio. You can check your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs for more messages that may be for you. What's after Scorpio? Sagittarius. Spirit, show me your messages for Sagittarius, please. Hold up. Okay, this. Oh, perfect. Look at the way it came out. Just 3 cards, they all just flipped out together. So, have to take them. So, Sagittarius. Oh, there's 4 cards. Okay. So, Sagittarius, you have here the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. You have the Sun and you have the Page of Cups. Okay, so let's talk about the first 2 cards here because they hold sort of the same energy. Okay, you may be working with some people, and it may be with regards to work. Okay, you may be working with some people and there may be like missing cooperation among you guys. Like you may have had an agreement in the past that you, hey, okay, so we have a project, we're going to work together, whatever, right? And then there has been a miscommunication or perceived incompatibility among you guys, and there's somebody out here who felt left out in the cold, or left behind, or shortchanged. Okay, so this may be you, this may be other people, but I do feel like this is the root of the what you call it, the conflict. Okay, so I do feel like there's kind of some conflict here. With regards to money, I do feel like there may have been a mismanagement of money. That may be the reason why this thing is going on, right? But you also have the Sun here and the Page of Cups. Okay, so this is telling me that there's going to be healing in the situation. Okay, you will be able to find the silver lining, so to speak, in this situation. You will be able to go back to the reason why you guys have collaborated. Okay, the Sun is a very nourishing and healing energy, and coming out with the Page of Cups here, this just looks like a lot of good news about a situation. Okay, it may not have to do with the same situation. This good news may come from or be about another situation that you have in your life, right? But it's a welcome good news, a welcome shift in energy from here. Okay, so Spirit is just reminding you that even if there are difficult things that surround us in other aspects of our life, or that there may be some things that aren't working out for us, this is a reminder to expect miracles and expect good news, expect good things to happen, and like keep looking at the bright side, and remember joy. Remember to allow yourself to feel joy even if times are difficult. All right, so that's all I have for you today, Sagittarius. You can check your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs for more messages that may be for you. Next, Capricorn. Show us your message, please, for Capricorn. Thank you for July 2020. Capricorn, July 2020, mid-month. Okay. Too many. Okay. Okay. So, Capricorn, you have here the Four of Cups. Reversed, you have the Five of Wands in the upright, and you have the Emperor here in the upright. Okay, so this tells me that there may have been an offer that you have rejected. It may have been an offer of love. Cups deal with emotions and love and all of that stuff, right? So you may feel like you were completely justified in rejecting this offer because it didn't feel like a true offer or a stable enough offer or a good enough offer for you to accept, okay? And that's completely fine. That's completely up to your own discretion, right? And this may have led to some disagreements or strife, right? Maybe the person or the other party that you have been talking to with regards to the situation protested and it blew up into this whole thing, right? That's completely possible. But you're being reminded here to stand in your power as the emperor. Like, an emperor leads the empire, right, with certainty, right? So if you have made this decision, you have to lead yourself and be a person of your word and be like, I've decided, okay, that's my decision and you have to respect it. Okay, that kind of energy, like be unapologetic about making the choices that you make, even if there are energies of resistance against it, okay? Like, nobody can tell the emperor what to do because the emperor is the boss, okay? So you have to stand in that energy and be like, okay, I'm the boss of my own life, and nobody can tell me that I can't do a certain thing, or that I don't have the right to make the decisions that I make and things like this, okay? So it's just a reminder for you to keep on leading yourself and keep standing your ground even if there may be opposition around you, okay? So this is all I have for you today, Capricorn. You can check your moon, rising, and your Venus signs for more messages that may be for you. For Aquarius, please. Spirit for Aquarius. 3 cards for Aquarius, please. 3 cards for Aquarius. 3 cards for Aquarius. One more. One more for Aquarius. Whoa, hold on. One more lang. Just one. Okay, sige. Excuse me, Aquarius. I'll just take a sip of water. Excuse me. Okay. So, coming out here, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool card in the reverse, and then you have the Ace of Cups. Okay. So, Aquarius, I do remember from your monthly reading that you are in limbo, sort of, with proceeding with an opportunity or not, okay? So I feel like this could be connected to that, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to be, but yeah, just take it how it resonates, okay? You have the Wheel of Fortune and the Fool card in the reverse, which is telling me that there is an ending here or a new journey that you're resisting, which is like the message of the monthly reading. So you may be dealing with this energy still. You may be resisting change still, okay? And it's fine. I don't blame you. It's only been 2 weeks, right? So you have the Wheel of Fortune here and the Fool card, both of which talk about new beginnings and new cycles, okay? With it coming out in the reverse, I do feel like there is some resistance to these big changes that are happening in your life. Okay, it's different for everybody. Journeys that we are taking at this point in time differs. So take this how it resonates. What feels like a big change to you is something that you're also resisting because it's outside of your comfort zone, right? But it's just a reminder that change means expansion. Okay, we can't stay stuck in one place and in one condition all the time for the rest of our lives. Okay, so this is just a reminder for you that change is constant. There are things that we need to shift into and shift out of, right? So yeah, it's time. Time to let go, because you have the Ace of Cups here, which talks about a brand new beginning. And with the cups here, it talks about a brand new beginning in love. Okay, so if you have been hesitating to move from a place of, like, you have to move from it, but you kind of like, I don't know if I could start over, if I could if I could fall in love again. That's what I'm hearing, right? Maybe that's the resistance. You're afraid of not finding someone, or not finding a new object of passion and affection, right? But with the Ace of Cups coming out here, this is if it's love, right? It could be for other things as well. But the Ace of Cups really talks about a brand new beginning with regards to something that fulfills you emotionally. Okay, yeah, for some people it may be love, it may be a new relationship, or it may be other things that make them happy. Okay, so the Ace of Cups here is a reminder that there is beautiful overflowing with emotion and love, a new beginning for you that's waiting. Okay, but then of course you cannot claim your new beginning if you're hanging on to something that hasn't ended yet for you. Okay, so in order to claim your new beginning, your new story, you have to allow, like, the past chapter to close. All right, so that's all I have for you today, Aquarius. You can check your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs for more messages that may be for you. For Pisces, please, Spirit, what's your message for Pisces? What's your message for Pisces, please? 3 cards for Pisces, Spirit. 3 cards for Pisces. They're just flying out, you guys. Just one more, Spirit. One. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So Pisces, you have here the 3 of Wands in the upright, the Ace of Swords in the upright, and the King of Swords in the upright. So it looks to me like you have been waiting for this new beginning to arrive for a while. It feels like you have been trying to manifest this new beginning into your life, and you're waiting. You're waiting for something new to manifest itself in your life. I'm also hearing like travel. Maybe you want to travel to someone, or travel somewhere where you can have this new beginning. Okay, but like, given the circumstances now, right, we're not allowed to travel and stuff, like long distance at least. You may be putting that off, but I don't see it stopping you from taking action and making a decision with regards to a new idea. Okay, so you have here the Ace of Swords and also the King of Swords. Okay, so this is like the seed of an idea, and the King of Swords represents mastery. So your journey may be from the Ace of Swords, which is like just the seed of potential of a new idea. It may be like an idea for a new business or a strategy for something that you want to achieve in your life, or learning, education. You may be wanting to go back to school or to study something online or things of that sort, right? And your journey is about like moving from this energy into mastery and completion with the King of Swords energy here. Okay, the King of Swords is like somebody who's very intellectual, somebody who makes decisions with their logic, with facts, with the truth, right? Somebody who decides with their head over their heart, which may be a little kind of out of element for you, Pisces, because I know that Pisces like to listen to their intuition and decide with their heart and their gut, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean that when you factor in like logic and reason into your decisions, that those things fade away into the background. And I know that you won't let that happen, Pisces. So it's just an addition. Okay, so excuse me, Pisces may be deciding most of the time from intuition, okay, but then this time you have facts and the truth to back you up. You have like the knowledge and the education to back up your decisions and your strategies for manifesting, okay, the things that you want to happen in your life. And yeah, I do wish you luck in this new endeavor, Pisces. Did I miss anyone? I think I went through them all, huh? So yeah, everybody, thank you so much for watching your mid-month check-in. It was very quick, okay? If you want to go back to the monthlies, I'll link the playlist and the videos up here. And if you have not watched them yet, I do encourage you to watch your monthly reading per sign. That's a more extensive review of your July review or overview of your July, okay? There may be messages that are there for you if you haven't seen them yet. So again, these are just general readings, so you can take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind for the next person that may need to hear them, okay? And as always, you are a person, you're a human being with free will, and none of these cards can tell you what to do, okay? You may be finding yourself in a difficult situation, and the tarot is just here to help you look into yourself, because you already hold all the answers, okay? All it takes is for you to really listen, okay? And if you found messages here that resonate with you and you'd like to book a personal reading with me, I'm open for personal readings, and you can just book your appointment with me in the link in the description box. So I do personal readings through live video calls or through pre-recorded videos that I send to you via private link. Alright, so yeah, if you have any questions, clarifications, or you just need extra support on your journey, please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at Arian Salazar, or at Facebook, where my page is named Pretty Positive, like this channel. Okay, so you can just message me there if you want to chica about all of these crazy things that are going on. Okay, so yeah, I do wish the rest of you a really, really good end of July, okay? And I will see you next week for another pretty personal reading, and at the end of the month for your August overview, your August readings, okay? So yeah, thank you. I'd like to take this time to thank you, my subscribers. You know, it's a small community and it's growing, and I'm so thankful for your early support. I really do appreciate it. And your support, sorry, I've been talking so much today. I've been doing so many personal readings, but yeah, so I just wanted to take this time. Oh my god, my voice really broke. I just wanted to take this time to thank you. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. And um, your reception of this new passion project of mine is really inspiring me to keep on reading for you, to keep on reading for the collective and raising our vibration. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for now. You guys have a blessed end of July. Okay, and I'll see you soon. Stay pretty positive. Bye.